Hey guys, my name is Joe and today I am going to show you how to set up a karaoke system at home using YouTube and your existing home speaker system. In particular, I am going to show you how I set up my house with a surround sound, an existing surround sound, and integrate that with YouTube. So if you are looking for a way to enjoy karaoke in the convenience of your own home with family and friends, this is how you do it, guys. We all know that YouTube is the #1 source for videos online, including karaoke music. You can search for almost any song in the world by any artist and just add karaoke at the end, and you'll be able to find the song that you would love to sing, almost guaranteed. Of course, you can use YouTube directly and sing along with it, right? Without any additional equipment. Just play songs from YouTube on your device, like a phone or a tablet, and sing along, right? But this won't be as fun as being in a group setting and using a microphone, right? And a high quality speaker system that in many cases already exists, right? And also, once you have the setup that I'm gonna show you, you can have unlimited song selection from YouTube without any monthly subscriptions whatsoever, right? You get to sing the newest hits almost immediately without buying any additional chips or discs or any upgrades. And you get to use your favorite home speakers that you already invested your money on. So there are 5 things you need to have a great karaoke system at home using YouTube. Number 1 is speakers. Alright? Most of the homes nowadays, especially the new ones, come with a home speaker system. For example, when I built my home in 2018, I made sure that it is pre-wired for a surround sound system that I can use for my home entertainment, right? So if your house is like mine, great, you are halfway there, right? But if you don't have an existing speaker system, don't worry, as there are so many other ways. There's so many reasonably priced speakers out there that you can buy and set up anytime. In my case, I happen to have an existing AV receiver that is already connected to a 5.1 surround speaker system. All I need to do is integrate that with YouTube. The next thing you need is a mixer, right? You will need a mixer that has a microphone and HDMI inputs. So this is what I have, okay? It's a Pile USA brand, and I bought this from Amazon for about $70. And it already comes with 2 microphones, okay? In the description, I will include the link of this item in Amazon website so you can get it from there if you want. If you see, it has 2 microphone slots or inputs, right? Which is great, so you can have 2 microphones at the same time. And it has 1 HDMI input and 1 HDMI output. The next thing you need is a microphone or set of microphones, right? You can use any standard microphones that are out there that you already have, as long as it is compatible with your mixer. That's the key, right? And in my case, I'm using the ones that come with my mixer. The next thing you need is a YouTube player, all right? This can be a mobile device, right? Like a smartphone or a tablet, for example, or a PC, right? If you have one. The device must be able to have a YouTube app, okay? That can also cast the video into a streaming device. In my case, I always use, my iPhone or sometimes an iPad, and we also sometimes use a Samsung smartphone or an Android. Any Android smartphone can be used as well. The last device that you need is a streaming device, okay? So it can be a Chromecast like this one, all right? Or a Roku device like this one, or also like an Amazon Fire Stick, I think that's what it's called, okay? As long as it allows you to cast a video from a YouTube app from an iPhone, for example, and then output that video to a mixer, right? It has an HDMI output, then that should work, okay? In my case, I use a Chromecast, right now. It costs about $20 on Amazon, all right? And you can use any other smart devices such as Smart TV, Google TV, Blu-ray players, etc. as long as it has the YouTube app. However, I find it much easier and convenient to find songs from a phone and stream that or cast that into a streaming device. So that's why I use a smartphone all the time and a streaming device and just connect that to my mixer. So this is the general idea on how this home karaoke system works, okay? So the mixer, right, like this, takes an audio input from the microphones and a video input from a streaming device. The mixer combines both inputs and sends that into an existing AV receiver or directly into a TV. The AV receiver then plays the video to the TV and at the same time plays the audio to the connected speakers. Sounds super easy, right? Yeah? Note that the AV receiver is not required as you can always connect the mixer directly to a TV and the speakers. Right now, I'm going to show you how to set up these equipments. Alright, so first, ensure that all devices or equipments that you are trying to connect are turned off. You know, the AV receiver, TV, streaming device, etc. Make sure that they are all turned off for safety purposes. So this is the back of my AV receiver. As you know, there's so many wires connected. I'm not gonna show you how to connect the speakers to an AV receiver because it's quite time consuming and complicated. I'm gonna assume that you already have that done by somebody else or you already know how to set that up. Similarly, I'm not going to show you how to connect the TV to an AV receiver, but really it's simply a matter of taking this HDMI cable and connect from the HDMI output of the AV receiver, connect the other end of the cable to the HDMI input of your TV. Okay, so in my case, it's already connected, so I'm not gonna take it down and reconnect it. So it would be very difficult to do that because it's going behind the wall, so I'm not gonna do that. But I think you get the point. Now, if you are not using an AV receiver, because like I said earlier, it's optional, you can just directly connect one end of this HDMI cable to an HDMI input of your TV. Alright, the next step is to connect the mixer's HDMI output into the AV HDMI input. Alright, so this one I'm gonna show you because most likely this is something that you do not have yet, right, in your home setup. Alright, it's pretty simple. So you take the HDMI cable, right, and just connect that to the HDMI output of the mixer. And then the other end of the cable, you just connect that to one of the HDMI inputs of your AV receiver. Just like that. Now, the next thing you want to do is connect your streaming device into the HDMI input of your mixer. Right, so in this case, like I said, I'm using a Chromecast. So I'm gonna just connect this directly into the HDMI input of my mixer. Just like that. And obviously the power of the Chromecast will be connected to this end over here. Now this next one is pretty simple. All you need to do is connect your microphone to one of the microphone slots or input of the mixer. As simple as that. Now I think it's time to power everything up and test it. Okay? Now to be able to use your system, obviously, you want to make sure that you have the right settings for your AV receiver and also for your TV. So in my case, I am using my cable satellite input, so I want to make sure that my setting is on that one. And also for my TV, I want to make sure that it's set to AV receiver, right? Meaning it will take an input from the receiver and play that video to the TV. Okay, now that we have all this equipment set up, right? The next step is to test to make sure that they're all working. All right. And by the way, I forgot to mention earlier that in order for the system to work, you actually have to have a home Wi-Fi setup, and your tablet and your phone and the streaming device, right, will have to be connected to the same Wi-Fi. So that's actually a key requirement for this setup. So anyway, we're gonna test my setup. So I'm gonna use my iPad as a YouTube player, right? So that you can see it's a little bigger than my phone, right? So all you need to do is open up the YouTube app from your iPad and then search for the song that you would like to sing, right? In this case, I'm gonna search for Collide How We Day Karaoke, right? So that's what I'm gonna type. And then I click on search. All right, I'm not sure if you can see this, okay? Now, it will return multiple results, all right? Just go scroll down and search for the one that you would love. Make sure you consider singing the Mabuhay karaoke songs. In this case, it's the fourth one in the results page. So click on that one, and then normally it starts playing, right? And then what you do is you click this cast button, all right? It's like a Wi-Fi signal or button over there on the top right of the screen. You click on that, and then you cast or connect to your streaming device that you're using for your karaoke system. In my case, I call it Living Room TV Karaoke. All right. See, now what happens is it disappears here from my tablet, and it will play the karaoke to the TV, right? The lyrics will be on the TV, and the vocals and the music will be in my surround sound. So that's how cool it is. Let's try this out. I'm quiet, you know. You make a first impression. I found I'm scared to know I'm always on your mind. Okay, now I want you to try this at home, right? Follow the video, the instructions, and try this at home. Use any equipment that you have. And then, what if you need help? All right? So, if you have a question or need any help related to this setup, feel free to put your comments or comment them below. I will try to respond as soon as possible. I am more than willing to help you make your setup successful. The best thing is, it will be all for free, okay? I promise you that. The only thing I ask of you is subscribe to this channel, to the Mabuhay Karaoke channel. And when you have a karaoke party at home using your new karaoke system, sing the videos and the songs that we have first at Mabuhay Karaoke. That's all I ask, okay? So anyway, enjoy and happy singing. Please do not forget to like and subscribe and click that notification button. Bye!